Rockstar Gang, what up, what up? Appreciate everyone joining the live stream. Do me a favor, make sure you smash that like button, hit that subscribe button. Make sure you click that post notifications bell so you don't miss out on new content. Of course, last night we were supposed to be live, but, sometimes some things, don't always go as planned, right? As planned. My girl got sick last night. So so I had to step in and make sure she's okay and take care of business with that. So but all good. Everything's all good. We are all good here. So what's up? What's good, McMillan? Appreciate you joining, man. Appreciate you joining. Happy Friday. Thank God it's Friday. TGIF, man. TGIF. I tell you that right now. But appreciate everyone joining the live stream. Again, do me a favor. Make sure you smash that like button, hit that subscribe button, wherever you're watching, wherever you may be, whether it's on YouTube or Twitter or Twitch, wherever you are at. Make sure you come on over to the YouTube channel. That's the best way you can show your support. Make sure you pound that like button, hit that subscribe button. That is all I ask, ladies and gentlemen. That is all I ask. Oh, man. So, Bryce Young's breakout. Why he could be a top 10 quarterback next season or higher. Could be top 5. That's up to debate. But obviously I would say it's not a handy dandy notebook. It's more of a receipts that I have that I can use to my advantage to prove my point. Because Twitter is a wonderful thing. All right. Especially for the NFL world. If you're not on Twitter, I don't really know what you're doing if you're in the NFL world. But there are multiple factors that goes along with why I think he could be a top 10 quarterback, right? And there's multitude of things. And what are those multitude of things? Well, it starts with really a lot of statistics, right? There's a lot of statistics out there. Okay. In the NFL, there's raw statistics often fail to capture the full narrative surrounding a player's performance. Right. And so in the case of Bryce Young, for all of you, there is a story to tell. And I think it's one that highlights his remarkable evolution in 2024 season. So while that box score might show modest numbers such as his 195.8 passing yards per game and just 15 touchdowns, the reality is that Young's emergence is much deeper, right? There's things beneath the surface that lies like treasure, right, of metrics that underscore his progress as a franchise cornerstone quarterback, right? And most of these stats and illuminate in his growth, efficiency, his ability to rise above the challenges this season, where his potential finally came to light, right? So I found 9 or 10 studying statistics, mind-blowing statistics that tells me that he could be a top 10 quarterback next season, okay? And it really starts. Let me see if I can find it. Pull it up here. Let me see. I gotta find it. Hold on. I had to save it. Give me a second. Give me a second. Give me a second here. Now, I can't find it on I think I'd have to go on PFF for some of these. Okay. Yeah, I'd have to go to PFF for some of these. Okay. But I'm going to give them to you. I'm going to give you most of them then. And then I'll pull up, obviously, then I'll pull up some statistics or some charts for you to see. Okay. So the first one, if you go look at Bryce Young's touchdown to turnover ratio, it's flawless. Okay. Bryce Young closed out his season with a stunning 3-game stretch, accumulating in a 5-touchdown masterclass during that victory over the Falcons of Week 18. So what's even more impressive is he didn't commit a single turnover during his final push. So from Week 16 to Week 18, Young led the league in touchdown to turnover ratio, displaying a pristine decision-making and ability to deliver in critical moments. Okay? For those of you that don't know. Okay? Bryce Young, 10-0. That was his touchdown to ratio. Bo Nix was 9-1. That was the next person up. Lamar Jackson, 8-1. Justin Herbert, 7-1. Baker Mayfield, 9-1. So this stretch of efficiency came directly from a nightmare Week 15 performance against the Dallas Cowboys, where he turned the ball over 4 times. So his ability to respond and eliminate mistakes cemented his reputation as a quarterback with resilience and growth. All right. Another one. Okay. Another one. If you go look at Pro Football Focus, let me see if I can pull it up. Let me see if I can pull it up here. Based off of Pro Football Focus. All right. Let's see if they have it pulled. Let's see if they have it. Trying to see his. Let's go to premium stats and see if they have it. I don't see it in there. Let me go back. Okay. So actually, we'll just share this real quick. What's up, Antonio? Appreciate you, man. I'm just going to share this with you. I'm going to share this with you guys. Appreciate you, brother. You read that right there. So, if you read that correctly, when Andy Dalton was sidelined with a thumb injury, y'all remember that? Young was given the reins in Week 8 against the Denver Broncos, what began basically the starting point, right? This was obviously a season-defining opportunity for him. And then again, over the last 10 weeks, Young showcased poise and precision, earning an impressive, as you can see, and this was, I looked up Pro Football Focus passing grade Bryce Young. And it says PFF scored an 83.7 passing grade, which is 6th best over the span. All right. Over the span. Okay. He was just ahead of Baker Mayfield, just ahead of Sam Darnold, which is crazy. top guys in that kind of same span or same thing from week 8, right? Justin Herbert was number 1, Joe Burrow was 2, Lamar Jackson was 3, Josh Allen 4, Jared Goff 5, Bryce Young number 6. Okay? So, consistently strong PFF grade reflects his ability to read defense, execute throws under pressure, make high-level decisions. Okay? Now, if we go into let's see here. What's the next one that I got here? The next statistic I wanted to look up. I got another one. I think it's the big time. I really want to look up the big time throws. I think is the next one I want to look up. I think the big time throws is the next one I want to look up. Let me see. Let's see if we go look up Pro Football Focus. Let's go big time throw. All right, perfect. There we go. From week 8 through week 18. Okay, so week 8 through week 18, Pro Football Focus had Bryce Young with 26 big time throws, which means, as you can see from PFF, describes a high difficult, high value pass. Young was tied in first place, the most in the NFL over the last 11 weeks, with Joe Burrow. Justin Herbert was third with 25. Josh Allen was second. And Sam Darnold Josh Allen was, technically third, but fourth on the list. Justin Herbert was second. And Sam Darnold was tied with Josh Allen as well, right? What's even more impressive is Young led the league in big time throw percentage over the same period at 77.7%, which that stat proves that Young isn't just managing games, ladies and gentlemen. He's making game-changing plays. Okay? I know I'm a Panthers gal. I have to fix it. What's up, Mad Chatter? Listening to you about Bill South, aka my Panthers. There you go. There you go. Now let's go. Let's get over here. So here's a chart. Okay, if you can't see it, I don't know if I can increase it for you guys. Wonder if it'd be better if I made this bigger. Okay. This is a chart that has big. Okay, so this is a throwing tight window chart. So you're probably like, well, what does that mean, Clay? An elite tight window accuracy in the red zone. So what this chart is showing is that when throwing into tight windows, okay, which is not easy, all right, especially in compressed spaces of the red zone, Young yet thrived in this area, ranking 5th in catchable passes, okay, thrown into tight windows for quarterbacks with at least 20 attempts, okay, with at least 20 attempts, okay. You've got Bryce Young in 5th, okay, so this is together between this and this, okay, over 20 attempts, he's at 40.7%. 40.7%. You want to be on this side. You want to be on this side, okay? All right, and you want to be around up where he is. He's not number 1. So where Jordan Love is. Jordan Love is down here. Okay. He is at a 50%. Okay. You got Brock Purdy. Where's Brock? They've got him around 44.8%. Then if you look at Kirk Cousins, they've got him around 43.4%. And where's Bo Nix? Bo Nix, where are you? Right here, which means he's around 42.9%. So Bryce Young up here, all right, right here. That means his ability to place passes in traffic during critical scoring situations underscores his ability, his elite ability to place the ball under pressure. Okay. All right. All right. So let's scroll up to the next one. All right. These are catchable passes thrown in tight coverage and the red zone. Okay. Tight coverage in the red zone. Actually, where's the deep ball efficiency at one? All right, here's the deep ball efficiency one. My bad. Actually, this is the one I wanted to show you. A deep ball efficiency. Okay, so the deep ball efficiency here is it's a common concern about Bryce Young when he entered the NFL. No, a lot of people said that. Okay. That has been a common reoccurrence for Bryce Young that he cannot throw the deep ball, right? Everybody says that. Okay, so when you look at I think I might be off. Yes, throwing the deep ball. This is the one I want. Okay, throwing the deep ball. Yeah, that's the one stat I want. What's the other stat? The other chart I want. Negative plays chart. Do I have the low sack rate chart? I might have the low sack rate chart. I don't have a batted. There's not a batted. Okay. All right. Cool. Cool. So the tight window accuracy in the red zone was the last one we did. All right. So we want to be on the deep throw chart. That's the one I want. All right. So when we talk about this deep throw, deep ball efficiency, okay, it's a common concern, like I said, about Bryce Young when he entered the NFL, okay, was whether his arm strength could translate to a deep passing game. He put those doubts, I think, to rest in 2024. He delivered some of the league's most efficient performances on throws of 20-plus yards. So Young's deep ball accuracy has become a weapon, adding another dimension to his growing repertoire, okay? This is you want to be in this top right corner, and you want to be up above. So his deep ball accuracy is an EPA per pass attempt, is right in between the plus 0.2, 0.4. He's above 50%. So just so you know, for any of you, deep passes in the NFL are defined as throws traveling 20-plus yards. Just so you know that. So there you have it. All right. Another thing that he did was he minimized negative plays. Look who's at number one at minimizing quarterbacks to able to mitigate negative plays, interception worthy throws, and sacks attributed to quarterback. He was number one. Head coach Dave Canales often praised Bryce Young's ability to win the down, even when it meant taking a sack or throwing the ball away. So Young's knack of avoiding catastrophic errors based off this chart alone has been evident in his turnover-worthy playing percentage. Okay? So if you're following me here, so Young, based off this chart, has the knack for avoiding catastrophic errors, which is evident in his turnover-worthy play percentage. Okay? So his negative plays, all right, went for is number one, 45.4%. Right here, Kevin, I don't know how O'Connell has a 4.7. Okay. But Carr 5.1. But really, neither one of these guys really count. If you think about it, Josh Allen second. These guys that Derek Carr didn't play a full season. Aiden O'Connell didn't play a full season. Josh Allen has. Bryce Young has it, but Bryce Young missed what? 4 games. Okay, played basically 12 this year. All right. So, but among quarterbacks with at least 400 dropbacks is here, first off. So, Young posted the league's lowest rate, a testament to his decision making and situational awareness. And look at his counterpart in CJ Stroud down there at number 28. All right. And for Bears fans, Caleb Williams is right down there as well. For all you Bears fans that were trashing Bryce Young. All right. So then let's go to the sack responsibility. Okay. We used to talk about how Bryce has this knack of allowing or getting himself in trouble and getting sacked, right? Well, the offensive line wasn't perfect this year, a lot better than it was last year. But Young ensured he wasn't a liability when it came to the sack. So among quarterbacks with at least 300 dropbacks, he is tied for the lowest sack rate, responsibility rate. Drake May, where's Drake May? All right, if we're looking at this, where's Drake May? There's Drake May. Drake May's at an 8.8%, right here. 8.8%. You got Jameis Winston down here at 12.5%. You got Bryce Young right here at 17.2. Got Daniel Jones at a 17.2. And then you've got Derek Carr at 25%. What that means that it demonstrates his pocket presence and ability to escape pressure without forcing ill-advised throws, right? And then people are always talking about Bryce Young's common concerns was that he's small, his stature's small, right? Okay, batted passes are going to happen all the time, right? That was prominent during his pre-draft process. However, you go into 2024, he put those doubts to rest, having just one pass batted down across 384 attempts. This was the fewest among all quarterbacks with at least 6 starts. So Young's mechanics and ability to create throw lanes negate any disadvantages from his height. Just want to make that clear. So, based off these stats alone, Bryce Young quarterback ranking in 2025 could very well place him in the top 10 among NFL quarterbacks. To me, with the potential to push every high depending on the team's success and, of course, what happens during this offseason, okay? But again, elite efficiency and decision-making, again, when you're talking about a guy who has a flawless 10.0 touchdown turnover ratio to close out the 2024 season, that just shows he's not just managing games, he's thriving in high-pressure situations. When you also talk about the fact that he has a league-low turnover-worthy play percentage, which is a 4.5%, 4.54%, that submit him as one of the most NFL's smartest, most reliable decision makers in the game. When you talk about his big time playmaking, he leads the NFL in big time throws, 26%. Okay, 7.7% demonstrates his ability to make that elite because he's first in big time throw percentage. So game-changing plays is one of the key hallmarks of a top-tier quarterback. We showed that. Boys in the red zone, ranked 5th in tight window accuracy in the red zone, 40.7%. So his ability to go down in the red zone to perform critical scoring opportunities is a vital skill for a quarterback. Okay? Okay? Then, I'm just reiterating what we went over. Pro Football Focus, passing grade. Had him at an 83.7. Ranked him, what was it? 6th? Yeah, 6th in the NFL during his resurgence, which put him in company of elite passers like Justin Herbert, Joe Burrow, Lamar Jackson. That reflects his all-around growth as a passer and decision maker. Another thing, consistency, resilience. He bounced back from a 4-turnover nightmare in Week 15 again to lead the league in touchdowns during the final stretch of the season. That is a testament to me that the kid is mentally tough and has the ability to grab himself up from the dirt or grow from adversity, however you want it. Okay? Overcoming criticism. Young silenced the doubters by proving his stature at 5'10" was not an issue. With just one batted pass across 384 attempts, the best in the league. Additionally, his deep ball efficiency eliminated concerns about his arm strength, adding another layer to his already impressive skill set. So, why in 2025 could be even better? If you go look at Bryce Young's 2025 campaign season, ladies and gentlemen, if you go look at Bryce Young's 2025 or 2024 season, sorry, you go look at his 2024 campaign, which was kind of like I would say the last 10 games of the season was like a breakout for him. Really. 2025, though, could cement him as a top 10 quarterback or higher because of the things we went over. Ability to minimize mistakes, excel in high-pressured situations, grow efficiently, playmaking. That sets the foundation for further dominance in a league like the NFL. So I think with the Panthers improving their roster, a scheme continuity under head coach Dave Canales, Bryce Young's ceiling is incredibly high, ladies and gentlemen. That projected 2025 ranking I have, based on solely those metrics alone in 2024, I think Bryce Young could realistically rank between 6th and 10th among NFL quarterbacks in 2025, depending, and it does depend, on how this team's overall success and whether he continues to refine his game. It also has to come down with the fact that they continue to provide help around him, not just on the offensive side, but on the defensive side. He cannot go out. You cannot expect Bryce Young to go out there like he did in Week 18 against the Atlanta Falcons and put up 44 points a game and have a 5-touchdown performance. It just doesn't happen. You don't see Lamar Jackson, Josh Allen, or Patrick Mahomes or Joe Burrow game in and game out throwing for or having 5-touchdown games, whether it's with their legs or with their arm. Okay? It just doesn't happen. You don't want to go into every game trying to shoot out. That's not what you want to do. That's actually asking for a disaster. So, if the Panthers want to get themselves back into the playoffs, get them build this team right this offseason, rebuild that defense with a complete overhaul, Maybe grab some pieces on offense, give Bryce a true number one, add some more, like I said, add some more depth to the offensive line. Again, rebuild that whole defense from top to bottom. I think Young can build on these numbers and he can be a top, he could even reach a top 5. It's not out of reach based off these statistics alone. Based off those statistics I gave you alone, he could be between 6 and 10. And I would even say that top 5 is not out of reach. Whether you believe that or not. Whether you believe that or not. All right. Whether you believe that or not. Stats don't lie, man. Metrics don't always lie. I think PFF sometimes is a little iffy. Like if you do go look at PFF's gradings and how they grade and statistics, they are a little, sometimes they're a little bit lenient, but sometimes they're a little bit too harsh. All right. But some of these, like these charts we saw from Patton Analytics, they are pretty solid, man. They're pretty solid. So, and I like using those guys. So, but man, I mean, just based off those statistics alone, and we went through a lot of statistics. I mean, Bryce Young could have, again, a breakout performance, a bigger breakout performance next year. You know? And I did the math. I kind of did the math. I think if Bryce would have played, it started out the season the way he played, he would have had over like 38, like if he would have played like he did in the last 10 weeks, he would have had over 36 to 3,800 yards. I think it was something around 28 touchdowns. And I think it was like 8 interceptions or 9 interceptions. So, I mean, shit, man. It's not bad. It's not bad, but is it elite? I think you got to give it time. But, man, but just based off those statistics alone, we've talked about this kid's resurgence. Right? Again, we've talked about his resurgence. Like the big picture here is that I think Bryce Young's resurgence is a testament, like I said, to his resilience, his preparation, coaching. Like I got to give Dave Canales his flowers and part of this, right? Because again, you go back to that first 2 weeks of a disaster to start that saw him that got him benched. Many players might have. I mean, many players in his situation could have spiraled further into mediocrity or become a cautionary tale of unfulfilled potential, right? But Young, however, used the adversity as a catalyst for growth. So his rise wasn't just one of the season's most compelling storylines. It could be a turning point for Panthers franchise that has been searching for stability at quarterback since the peak of Cam Newton's career. And again, it's still early. The foundation of Bryce Young laid in 2023, or I would say the foundation of Bryce Young laid in 2024, suggests that the best is yet to come. The NFL is a league where quarterbacks often define franchises. So with Bryce Young, Carolina may have found just enough, not just a player, but a cornerstone to build upon for years to come. Right? So, Kit Lit Zio? Kitty Lit Zio. Glad I caught you live. Always watch you later when I'm doing paperwork late night. Keep crushing it. I appreciate that, man. Appreciate you donating to the channel. It goes a long way, man. I really appreciate that. Shout out to you for that one, man. You know, I really appreciate that. The grind, the YouTube grind is heavy. And but I appreciate you. I appreciate you.
And his name is John Cena.
So I appreciate that. I had to hit you with the John Cena. I had to hit you with that John Cena. So I had to hit you with that as well. So appreciate that. But man, I just, like I said, I broke it down for you. You can take it, or you can leave it. It's up to you to decide, or you could just wait and see what happens in 2025. All right. So I appreciate everyone joining the live stream tonight. Again, do me a favor as always. Make sure you smash that like button, hit that subscribe button, click that post notifications bell so it doesn't miss out on, so you guys don't miss out on any new content. And of course, make sure you go check out the Discord, become a member today as well. That always helps out the channel tremendously. You don't really realize. Make sure you go and check out my Facebook, Instagram, Twitter. Also, go check me out on TikTok. Hopefully they don't ban it. I would love to continue to do TikTok. I love doing the NFL things, and of course, making and editing my shorts. Basically, the shorts I edit on TikTok and I put them over here, so it makes life a lot easier for content creation. So hopefully they don't ban it, but that's just my opinion. But again, sound off in the comments. Let me know what you think. Do you think Bryce Young could end up being a top 10 quarterback or higher? Or do you think he could be a top 10 quarterback and lower? I think that the minimum at least he would need, for me, I need to see him be at least a top 15. But based off these statistics alone, I could see him be between the 6th and 10 range next season. Obviously, as long as this offseason we make the right moves and the right choices through the draft and through free agency. So, and that's always the name of the game, ain't it? Especially when you're rebuild mode. So, anyways, appreciate everyone joining the live stream. Again, love you guys. Be safe. And as always, keep pounding. Peace.